In the name of being proud to be black, or the name of, wanting to see black people do better. You want to see us do better than you, the ones that's not in those conditions. Because look, if you in the arena, bro, the only thing that exists inside the arena is survival. Those outside the arena are the ones that make change, so that condition no longer exists. They ain't gonna change that condition. You gotta change that condition for them. You gotta make it better for them, because they can't change the condition. They too busy trying to survive. They inside this gladiator arena fighting with lions and tigers and bears and all kind of stuff, and other gladiators from other places. You know what I'm saying? They in survival mode. All they know is just to grind, man. Just to go grind it out. Take your chances. Hope you don't get pinched. You know what I'm saying? This is all they know. And in between that, they try to have some fun. All we are all doing is trying to find our way through this maze of madness that we are born and raised in. That's all any of us is doing. But those of us that are not in these extreme conditions where survival is the only mode that you're in, you're the ones that gotta make a change, bro. Y'all around here talk about investing in things. Them people down there, they don't have enough money to invest in nothing. All they can do is just keep grinding, bro. Keep grinding, keep trying. That's all they can do, keep hustling. So what, some of them got to steal to eat? So what, some of them got to sell drugs to eat? You know what I'm saying? And look, it's not on me to judge a man for what he got to do to survive. So what, some of the girls got to trick their bodies off to eat? It's not on me, man, to judge nobody for what they got to do to survive. But what I do know is they can't help themselves. All they can do is survive. It's on us to help them. If you're really pro-black, you make the changes out here, outside, so that they don't have to deal with that madness. So that we can turn the black community back into what it was prior to the 2000s. I grew up in the hood. The hood was all good. You know what I'm saying? And if we can turn the hood back into the hood I grew up in, that had swimming pools, that had parks every few miles with basketball courts, tennis courts. Yes, I grew up in the ghetto, man, and we had tennis courts. You know what I'm saying? If we can turn it back to that hood that had park programs for the children to go out there and play baseball, basketball, and football on the park and play against other parks around the city. You know what I'm saying? If we had music programs for the children, so that the kids that are more inclined towards, being musicians or who gravitate towards that lifestyle, so we can foster that instead of cutting out all of the school programs, the extracurricular programs like most of the governors do in every state. You know what I'm saying? They cut everything out. But I guess we're gonna blame the hood for that too, right? It's their fault that you get some racist governor to cut out the music programs in the city. So much so that the people in the city had to come together and formulate an independent band for the children. Proud of my city, New Orleans, man. Proud of my city, because music is so important to us, man. To not have music programs for the children, man. It's like cutting half our culture out. So the people funded a band for the children. In fact, it's planned. I got it planned on the screen now. If you don't see it, so we gotta understand that we can't blame those at the very bottom for anything. It's the ones that's not at the bottom that gotta make the change. It's the ones that can make a difference that gotta make the difference. Who do you think funded the park programs when we was coming up? Hood people. If a park needed extra gear, equipment for the children, pads, tugs, cleats, anything like that, who do you think gave that money up? Drug dealers. Who do you think made sure that before they had the jamborees, when they brought all the football teams around on one of the parks and they played a whole bunch of games, who do you think paid for the speakers, the DJ, the food, and everything out there? The city didn't pay for that. The drug dealers. Now, you can say what you want about whether that's good or bad, but this is the reality of being in that environment. Instead of criticizing, oh, the drug dealers, that's not cool. Well, why don't y'all pay for it? but you're not gonna pay for it because you're too busy criticizing what goes on in the hood. Most of you Negroes don't even live around your own people, bro. And y'all got the nerves to come online almost every damn day and berate and criticize what we do. Y'all only proud to be black from a distance. You don't even want to socialize with your own people. You don't even want to interact with your own people. That's why you got so many black incel males right now, man, because y'all live vicariously through this online world instead of getting out there and getting around your own people. Getting around people, period, really. People of like minds and stuff. Stop trying to kiss ass of people that don't want you around them and find people that are just more level-headed. We don't do that. Why don't y'all take it upon yourselves to fund these programs? Why don't y'all take it upon yourselves to make sure that the inner city have books, that they have school supplies? But see, you know what you're gonna say? You can't afford it. So why can't you afford it? Because of the same system that got them in fucking Hunger Game mode 24/7. And I get that. I wouldn't be mad if y'all honestly said, man, look, we don't have the money for it. But you waste money somewhere. Y'all give these content creators super chats and super thanks. I mean, I can establish a fund. Listen, I don't want your money. See, one of the things y'all don't like brothers like me, but I keep telling y'all, I don't want your money. I don't have a need for your money. All I want to do is make sure I'm not sleeping under the bridge, but I can care less about anything else. I have no interest in anything else dealing with money. I'm not materialistic. I have no interest in being wealthy, you know what I'm saying? I have no interest in it. It's just not it's not me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I've made a lot of money twice in my life, man. And again, each time my lifestyle overall didn't change. It was nice to go to the store without looking at the price tag, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, my lifestyle didn't change, you know? Everything that I have in my life that's really important to me, I still have it in my life, whether I have money or not. But y'all wouldn't trust me with a fund to give back to the city, although every dime of it would go where it's supposed to go if y'all gave it to me, because I don't want it. I don't want it. Every red penny will go exactly where it needs to go because I don't want it. I don't care about it. In fact, when I was a drug dealer, I funded everything, bro. I funded all kinds of stuff as a drug. Look, as a business owner, I funded all kinds of stuff. I had an organization where I gave kids Christmas gifts. You see me up here with an Islam symbol around my neck, bro, and I was giving out Christmas gifts to poor kids. And I ain't talking about no cheap stuff. I was buying game consoles with games. I was buying them clothes. I was buying them all kinds of stuff, man, out my pocket. I had a food program feeding homeless people. I'm about everything I say I'm about. That's the difference. I have compassion and love for my people. All of y'all, even the black women that I don't get along with because of them. Not because of me. I don't get along with black women because of them. But I still got love for them. I'm still their brother. I'm still here if they ever wake up out of this feminist zombie trance that they're in. If they ever wake up out of it, I'm here for them. I'm here for them. And I'm gonna be here for them when they wake up. They can know for certain that when they do wake up, I mean really wake up, I don't mean playing with me. You gotta wake up because I can tell the difference. When they wake up and wanna really restructure their lives and get themselves right again, I'll be here. I'm not even sure if it's possible, to be honest, though. It depends on how old they are. But I'll be here nonetheless because they are still my sisters. The brothers and sisters in the hood are still my brothers and sisters. Y'all gonna leave the hood alone. You either get on with the program to try to help us all, or you start talking about us all. Because you know y'all don't care about them dude. This dude Aquarius Wave, man, soft ass nigga, he don't care about ghetto people, bro. He's one of them old ass niggas that spent his whole life running away from dudes in the hood. Ain't gonna talk about how that's our downfall. They ain't our downfall. They already X'd out. This is the point I'm making. They are already X'd out, people. And the thing that make y'all mad is that they're the only things that make us popular. If they were to all die off, Black Americans will become insignificant overnight. Those are the black people that the rest of the world look at. Those are the black people that the rest of the world look up to, that the rest of the world, culturally follow. And that's what makes y'all mad. Nobody want to be like you because you want to be like Waddy. You don't have a unique identity. They do. So you want them to shut down their uniqueness, kill everything about them to make them unique. Yeah, they in a struggle situation, they in a horrible situation, but that's something that can be changed. But underneath all that struggle, you still get the art forms, you still get dance, you still get music, you still get musicians when they can. All come out of those areas. What y'all bring to the table? Nothing. Because all y'all want to do is go to college, get a job, and be like white men. Just like white men are basically insignificant in the world, y'all want to be just like them, and y'all gonna be insignificant in the world. I mean, you got white folks, old white folks, young white folks, Asians, Middle Easterners, Indians, you know what I'm saying? You got all kinds of people dancing to Kendrick Lamar, doing his dance steps and stuff that he did at the Super Bowl. Y'all hate that, bruh. And I know y'all want to make Kendrick Lamar one of y'all. He ain't one of y'all. He from the hood. He from Compton. He ain't one of y'all. I know y'all want to claim that, oh man, but Kendrick ain't like Pookie and Ray Ray. Most people ain't like Pookie and Ray Ray. That's the point y'all miss. The rapper from New Orleans, Currency, who is on the line with Kendrick Lamar. He's like Common and Kendrick and all them, right? Currency comes from New Orleans, the same city. He ain't like no Pookie and Ray Ray. Most people inside the inner city is not like Pookie and Ray Ray. More people are like Kendrick and Currency and Common and Talib than they are like Pookie and Ray Ray. But y'all want to focus on Pookie and Ray Ray and Shaniqua and Shanae and act like they represent all the black people in the so-called inner city when y'all know they don't. And this is how y'all justify hating on your own people. This is how y'all justify all of this self-hatred expressed towards your own. But I'm going to say again, why don't you get with the program and help them out? If you know something is wrong and you're in such a better situation, then why don't you set up a fund, start collecting some money, man, and help them out? Start small, man. Start in your own city. You know what I'm saying? Start organizing your own city, collect the money, within your city, man, and pay for the programs within your city. Help fund everything, man. I mean, it don't really cost as much as you think it costs. First of all, most people volunteer. If you go to the hood, you'd be surprised at how many people pitch in and volunteer for stuff. Again, I mentioned that the drug dealers will pay for all the stuff. But you know what they didn't pay for? They didn't have to pay for nobody who cleaned the fields. They didn't have to pay for nobody who marked the field, chalked the fields off. They didn't have to pay for the referees. They didn't have to pay the DJ. They didn't have to pay the people who cooked the food or who handed it out. They had to pay nobody. Everybody volunteered. The only thing the drug dealers had to pay for was the equipment, the stuff needed, right? That's all they had to pay for. Whatever was needed. If you need chalk for the field, that have to be bought from a store. So you go buy that, right? So the drug dealers will go buy that. Whatever they needed that cost money, they will pay for it. But everybody that worked the events were volunteers from the hood. Volunteers. Yes. Volunteer. That's the ghetto I grew up in. Volunteers. Everybody else that did it was volunteers. The hood is good. So you either get with the program and try to make it better, or you leave them alone. Because they are not the reason why we are doomed. We are doomed because of y'all leaders. We are doomed because of Dr. such and such, because of Professor such and such, because of Minister such and such. They are the ones that have been misleading us the whole time. Not Pookie and Ray Ray. Leave my hood alone.